After almost a month, a Glendale man says he hasn't been able to bury his wife.
Here's the problem. He can't get her death certificate, and without that, you can't have a burial or cremation. So he contacted 3 on Your Side's Gary Harper for help.
I just think I was blessed to have the time that I had with her.
John Morowick is talking about his wife, Deborah. She recently passed away unexpectedly, yet memories of her are all around, like her talent for crocheting.
She very, very much loved what she did. She loved life. She just wanted to make a world a better place.
Deborah passed away in December while undergoing what John says was supposed to be outpatient surgery at Arrowhead Obrazo Hospital.
It was supposed to be simple, and it turned into a major tragedy.
John says dealing with his wife's death has been gut-wrenching enough, but compounding his suffering is knowing he hasn't been able to lay her to rest, and she died a month ago. The problem? He's been unable to obtain her death certificate.
If you don't have a death certificate, you cannot have any services, you cannot have a funeral, you can't have a cremation, you can't do anything.
John claims a death certificate can't be issued until a doctor signs off on her death, and that hasn't happened.
I had to make calls each and every day, and I'm getting stonewalled.
Finally, after weeks of calling the hospital, John says a doctor signed off. But the official cause of death listed wasn't acceptable to the medical examiner's office.
It was very vague. The county medical examiner rejected the cause of death. The doctor put down multiple organ failures.
John says he was told multiple organ failures wasn't really considered an official determination of death. As a result, his wife continued to remain in the morgue until a more accurate cause was listed, or at least more documentation was provided.
So we're not dealing with a product at all. We're dealing with somebody's life.
Unable to have any kind of services for Deborah for around a month now, John contacted 3 on Your Side. The Maricopa County Medical Examiner's Office tells 3 on Your Side they're not to blame for John's agony, saying they didn't receive signatures or an accurate cause of death from the hospital for about a month. So we got a hold of the hospital, which in turn pointed the finger at the tending physicians. However, after we started asking more questions, the hospital was finally able to get a doctor to properly sign off on the cause of death. And with that, John was able to get closure.
3 on Your Side got involved on Wednesday last week, I believe. They signed off on a death certificate the next day, and Debbie, my wife, went to cremation the following day. So it was taken care of that quickly.
John says there is absolutely no excuse for what happened, and he credits 3 on Your Side for getting things done.
It did happen very, very quickly when they started getting calls from 3 on Your Side, and I thank you for that. I can't thank you enough for that.